Hey everybody, how's it going? We are here with a timeless reading. Before we get started, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with the highest good. We're starting off with justice. And the Two of Cups. Emotion of something that you are trying to keep balanced. I'm seeing like everything happening under the same roof. This Justice card, if you look closely at it, there's like a little veil that's underneath this, and it feels like trying to keep the balance while like underneath like one roof or like within one relationship. There's something where like within a contained environment even, or to a contained subject, something of that. There's like a balancing act here that's happening. This can also be like what you feel like is right and wrong within a relationship, or trying to maintain the balance of the head and the heart. Like there's a desire to have a balanced integration here. Two of Cups would have to do with something that you are a part of, something that you're involved in. Can be a relationship of sorts. I'm seeing this have to do with somebody that you care about. Like this is a very sweet looking Two of Cups. See, it's like two people doing something together, like a shared activity, and just like the closeness, even just how like close they're standing to one another and doing something. It's like a very sentimental energy here. It even seems like looking into like an experience of two people there. And just like the connection in the relationship, like this person's arm is on the other person. And there's just like this parallel energy. So it's like trying to keep the balance with you and somebody that you're close with. For some of you, this can be like a parent or a child, or like a relationship that feels sincere, I'm hearing. But also like something that just feels significant to you, like it has meaning to you. I'm not seeing this be like a casual relationship. It seems like it's something more serious than that. But there's like a challenge nonetheless that you're going through with this person. But I'm seeing that you guys, there's like genuine care here, which can sometimes make something more challenging, right? Like when we're less emotionally involved in a situation, it can be easier to do what needs to be done. But when our emotions get involved, it can sometimes create like a more complicated setup and dynamic. But Six of Wands shows that there is a persevering and coming out on the other side of this, as long as you stay in alignment with your integrity, which I see Justice as being like staying aligned with that, what you feel like is the right thing to do, the right move to make. Things could be going well, but you could still feel a bit out of it, or maybe not as involved as you'd like to feel, but you can't really help how you're feeling. Maybe you just feel a little bit not engaged. Again, maybe not as engaged as you would like to feel, but can't really do anything about that. You know, it may just be one of those times where that's just as close to it as you can get. There's something that you're tapping into that you're feeling connected to, interested in, but I'm seeing you temper this as well. Like, it may not be something that you initially like lurch towards. You may kind of hold yourself back. But that's going to be a complicated balancing act with the Knight of Wands here, because it can be something that's like really pulling you forward and you're like, I don't know about that. You may feel like you have to sort of like fight your nature a little bit. Something even about going back into old ways. Oh, this is like a super, super nostalgic relationship of yours. I'm seeing, like, this is somebody that you have like the most familiar knowing with this person. It wouldn't be surprising to hear you feel like you've had multiple lifetimes with them. It's somebody that you feel very close with in that way. Like, there's just this knowing that you may feel of them, like the deepest, deepest familiarity with this person, which can, again, make things complicated. Like, as I said before, sometimes it can be so much easier when we know, like, what the right thing is to do in a casual relationship where the stakes aren't that high. But, you know, when we have history with somebody, it raises the stakes. And I'm seeing you definitely have a lot of history with this person. Like, there's a lot of, like, complicated stuff within the dynamic, within the relationship between you guys. But to have justice here, you may be feeling called to take action, to like do the right thing within this relationship. Like, there may be something that you feel you need to do here. To reconcile something. There's definitely a looping back around for sure. I don't know if you guys have had space from this person, or the relationship was turning into something else, or maybe it was less active or something like that, but there's for sure a revisiting here. Like, I'm seeing you want to race towards like what was happening in the past. Again, it's like a loop back around. It's feeling like another time around on the merry-go-round, something like that here. Because it even looks like there's this passionate feeling about like connecting with this person and choosing to stride down another path with them. Like, that may be what you're deciding to do here. But I'm getting that, like, something may need to be made right, or you are making something right, or it feels like it's right to be doing this. It can also be a reconciliation as well, of sorts. But yeah, I'm seeing you be like, I have such fond memories of when we walked down that path together. Like, don't you want to go back there? That's really the feeling here. Heavily, heavily nostalgic. It's like, again, wanting to have another time around on the merry-go-round with them. Because I'm seeing you, like, look back at it and be like, I had so much fun, or whatever else it is that you're trying to, like, re-experience or reimagine with this person. And hoping to get things to a better place, like more level, more even, more calm. Maybe even more dynamic with them. Like, move to a better place. I'm seeing like nostalgia definitely carry you through this, but I get that sometimes you may really feel amped up by this energy, and then sometimes I'm seeing you like lose it. it's like you catch that inspiration and then you lose it. And then you get it coming up again and then it's like gone. It feels like emotionally feeling sort of burnt out with this. Like you may be oscillating a lot, and that can be the thing too. With Justice is the only major arcana that I'm seeing here so far. And Justice, like with the scales and the polarity and taking sides, it can be like the back and forth that you're feeling, like this oscillation of I'm feeling this way, now I'm feeling that way. That's why too, like archetypally speaking, Libra can be seen as indecisive, but it's because of like taking so much time to be like, I can see it from this side and I can see it from this side too. And you may feel like you keep going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth because it's like, it's sweet and it's nostalgic. And then you want to move in this direction, and then I'm seeing there be fond memories, and then you want to move in another direction, and then you're thinking about starting this thing again, and then you just want to move on from it, and then you're feeling like put out by something here. So it's just a lot of back and forth that seems to be happening. Like you may be going through a lot of like roller coaster, cyclical, energetic movements right now. Like kind of the waves going up and down and up and down and up and down, and you're just like holding on and trying to ride it out. I'm saying you also like feel a particular type of intimacy with this person where you may feel very comfortable with them. Like I'm getting you guys like know each other's secrets, stuff like that. Like I'm seeing you guys share a lot with one another, or at least you have in the past. So, but there's also pain here with you and this person, which it seems like this is becoming more clear, like you're understanding what exactly is even the cause of that at this point, or the multiple things that have been the causes of this. I'm seeing you even like reflecting on the history of what your heart has experienced. Coming to terms with what is and also what hasn't been. So yeah, it seems like currently what you're working on is, we can like chalk it down to making something right within a significant relationship of yours, and that's like what's currently being worked on. I'm seeing that you're going to be successful in this endeavor. I'm also seeing too that once you feel like you've completed what you've tried to accomplish here, like you've been successful with this, things are going to like cool off, or they're going to become more settled. And then I don't know like what this has to do with it, but then I'm also seeing like after where you're like in this energy of things feeling more settled, I am seeing you, there was like something that you wanted to go towards, but then I'm seeing you like lose interest in it. It's like something before that really had you being like, yeah, I want to go after, I want to go in this direction, or like I really feel pulled here, like something like magnetizing you, and then it like loses the magnetic connection and you just like drop, like running out of gas. But it feels more like it could have happened suddenly, where you were like ready to go and you feel like really pulled towards something, and then all of a sudden that like friction is gone, that like gravitational pull, it just like something happened. But I'm getting it's because you're emotionally fatigued, and that's why something like lost its magnetism to you, for you. So I wouldn't say that that's not going to come back, because once you're feeling more recharged, that feeling is most likely going to come back. Just the way that I'm seeing it like drop off seemingly very suddenly, it just seemed like your energy went to something else and then it pulled from this, and that's why you didn't feel that spark to like keep going in that direction. And and it has to do with just something that you're processing currently, and also like other practical things that have to be taken care of that you may be like really thinking about. And I'm seeing that like once those things are sort of addressed, which it seems like stuff that just needs to be addressed, what had been motivating you before, where you were like, yeah, I'm really going to do this, like I'm going to go for it, that feeling is going to come back, that like reason, that spark, that inspiration, it's going to come back, okay? So just know if you were looking at something and being like, wow, that burnout so quickly, maybe it like wasn't real or anything like that. No, it was. You're just fatigued emotionally, and it's going to come back, okay? It's just because you're dealing with something else right now, and you like don't have an unlimited amount of energy right now in 3D, because we're in a time-space continuum. So there's only so much you have to recharge. But you will be recharging. You just have a lot going on emotionally, and just need like a bit of a break and a lot of things. It seems like you're spread a bit thin and going through some intense stuff where there's a lot of energy being exerted, and so your energy that was going into your, let's call them extracurriculars, is being pulled back right now because it's being spent elsewhere, okay? Yeah, I'm getting like a vibe of like a lot coming at you within your personal life. Then you needing to like tend to those things, and that's where a large amount of your energy is going into. So yeah. I'm also seeing this as being reassurance, because you know sometimes we feel the inspiration for something and then it dies off and it never returns, and it's like, wow, I'm glad I didn't act on that. That like really disappeared. Like I felt like I went through that so quickly. I'm not seeing that be the case for this situation. So for those of you that get like really amped up and you start feeling something and then you like lose that inspiration for it, you know, it's like when you get really inspired during the day to start a project or a craft or something like that, and you're like, I don't want to go to sleep because like when I wake up in the morning, the inspiration's gonna be gone because you're like not on that same wave anymore. I'm seeing that that could have been a worry for you, that you're not gonna like catch this same wave, that it's just like dead and you're not gonna find it again. But I'm seeing like it's gonna come back, like you're gonna get back on to it. So just information for you of what's going to happen energetically, the patterns, okay? All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.